And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch, find the range, find themselves. We're almost at game time. Welcome everyone to Noche Enabia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And at this point in the season, everyone's a little banged up. These teams, no exception.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Dick is out there with Mitchell. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Suggs out there with BIGDOGG. And it's Carter in at the 5. So, Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the teams. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
And the Magic start out with the ball. Suggs passes to BIGDOGG. To the inside. Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Now, here's Mitchell. Barnes with it. 6 on the shot clock. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's BIGDOGG, covered by Mitchell. Here's BIGDOGG. No good with the triple. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley, so we started to talk about R.J. Barrett. Coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling the guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And what a year it's been for MP. A clear Rookie of the Year favorite and in the conversation, believe it or not, for MVP.
Just an astonishing debut season for MP. He'd be in historic company if he was able to take home both of those trophies this year.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Well, Barrett has got to become more consistent, but if he adds consistent three-point shooting, turn the lights out.
Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
Here's Mitchell after the made shot from BIGDOGG. Here's Dick, and the dunk by Dick.
Yeah, that's what makes Dick dangerous. You can't just play him as an outside shooter. He'll go to the hoop like he did there.
Here's BIGDOGG. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Wagner from long range. Nailed from three-point land.
You know, you're going to have
success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Barrett. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Here's Big Dog. Lets it fly. Here's Carter. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And it's Big Dog with the foul. That's his first foul. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the Raptors.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, number 10, Ben Simmons.
Ball's knocked loose. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Big Dog. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Big Dog's got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Pirtle. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Simmons finds Barrett. Simmons a screen on Wagner. Barrett no good. Magic leading by 6. There's Big Dog. He has 6. And oh, he jams it right over Scotty Barnes. Wow.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. That one's off, still out of sync. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
That's a big-time finish by Ben Simmons. With that frame, sometimes he makes that look easy.
Anthony, the pass to Big Dog. Here's the screen. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And the Raptors with the ball after the Magic pick up 2. Back to Conchar. Shot clock at 6. Here's Abaji. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Magic leading by 8. 52 seconds left to play here in the first. Buries it from 3-point range.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
Here's Big Dog after the Raptors pick up 2. And he drives in. Bitadze the pass to Big Dog. For 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Raptors trail by 12. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Barnes screen on Anthony. Here's Simmons. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, Ben Simmons, because of his size, inside, he is a dangerous force.
Anthony taking his time here. Pass to Big Dog. Isaac a screen.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so it's Orlando, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. as the second quarter getting going right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Big Dog is out there with Black. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Banchero in at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Big Dog in the last matchup against the Warriors was superb. He scored 63 points, and that was a season high for him in scoring. It was a night to remember. An amazing performance. Probably we won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner three now is such a staple in these offenses.
Well, that's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Franz Wagner comes in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
To Abaji. Al Simmons, he has 6. And they double up Simmons. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Boucher, and the Raptors miss again. Magic leading by 16. Here's Big Dog. A three-pointer is right on target. Big Dog's got 27 points.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Dick. Here's Abaji. Still without a basket. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. Dick can't get it to go. Magic have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Big Dog. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That is his first foul of the game. And the Magic making a change here. Suggs is checked in. Bertle, he is checked in for the Raptors. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And Toronto making a change here. Barrett's checked in. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. Take a look at Big Dog. All season long, he has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
It's got to be him. In a season where we have a ton of worthy candidates, he has been the most outstanding by far.
Here's Big Dog, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 29 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And it's Big Dog with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Barnes comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Mitchell in for Simmons. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Barnes. Pass to Dick. Another shot. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Bertle kicks to Barrett. Bertle sets the pick for Barrett. Drops one in from the wing. Barrett's got 5 now.
Well, it's all about how do you get the best players on your team, the shots they want in the offense. Put RJ in pick and roll and let him go to work.
Here he goes. Shots good by Big Dog. And the Magic lead by 21.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. With the floater. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Well, R.J. Barrett comes with an aggressiveness and assertiveness. This guy wants to capitalize on the defender's mistake. Nice.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. And Isaac subbed in for Banchero. Big Dog the pass to Isaac. Here's Big Dog. Dick defending. They get it back. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Magic. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Shot and game clock separated by 5. From downtown, and again, it's the Magic from deep.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now here is Pirtle. He's covered closely. Pass to Dick. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's the Orlando Magic ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And please direct your attention to center court.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, and something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
So it's like from the backcourt, maybe like from the corner?
Okay, let me do this over, okay?
Yeah, because I'm kind of lost.
From the opposite end. Oh, wait, we ran out of time for the segment. Can't even ask the question.
See,
Too bad. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half. A commanding performance for the Orlando Magic.
Well, we all saw it. They've blown this game wide open with the three-point shot. The defense is scrambling, but look, this is where they felt they could get their points.
Yeah, teaching floor spacing 101. We'll see what class is like coming out of intermission. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Dick is out there with Mitchell, and it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward. Dick, that's good.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
To the paint. Here's Wagner. And he can't bank that one in. Toronto shooting 43% for the game. And it's Big Dog with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Magic on defense. Took him no time at all on that one. Barnes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Hey, Doris, how has Scotty Barnes advanced his game since being named Rookie of the Year back in 2022?
Well, all the physical skills are there for him. Tremendous athlete, cross-positional defensively. I think what happens for young players is they start to read the progressions of the game more quickly. Now you can put the ball in his hands, let him be a decision maker. This guy is a stat stuffer.
Orlando leading by 22. There's Big Dog, and he's got 41. Here's Barrett. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Barrett's got 11.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Pass to Big Dog. Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of action. Count the basket.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Barnes against Banchero. Pirtle with a screen on Banchero. Barnes passes to Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
I'm not sure which was better, Pirtle's screen or his finish, but either way, nice execution in the roll.
There's Big Dog. Dick defending. Big Dog, no good. Raptors trail by 20. Dick with it. Now guarded by Big Dog. And the dunk by Dick.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. Takes it inside. Dick wide open. Off target from 3-point range.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
High arcing shot, and they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play. The Magic have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. Harris is checked in for Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. And then for Toronto, Abaji's checked in, and Simmons subbed in for Davion Mitchell. Pirtle, high post. And it's blocked.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now that one from Isaac.
And this is an area that Jonathan Isaac continues to work on. Key is being aggressive and finish.
Pass to Dick. Looking to end the run. That's tipped. And he gets it back. Pirtle with a screen on Anthony. Down low. Toronto calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with the matchups?
Here's the Raptors with the ball. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Black is out there with Big Dog, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward spot. That's is out there for Orlando. Here's Big Dog. It's sent back down by Simmons.
That is the long arms and defensive prowess of Ben Simmons on display.
Here's Walter. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Abaji. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Big Dog.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And it's Big Dog with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. And the Raptors with the ball. And here is Simmons. It's stolen by Banchero. Inside. One-on-one fast break. Yep, it counts. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
From the arc. Walter can't get it to go. The Magic shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. There's Big Dog. Conjar covering. And there's a whistle. That goes on John Conjar. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
The Magic making a switch here. Suggs is checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Fernando's checked in.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Simmons passes to Conjar. Toronto working the ball around now. To the middle. And the layup falls.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. We've got a chance now to check up on Jakob Poeltl's status. David.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Raptors head athletic trainer. He told me that he bruised his rib. He's got a pretty good mark there, and he is really feeling it. And, of course, that would be a brutal loss for this team if he misses any time, as they're getting ready for the end of the season. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game. In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
And it's Big Dog with the foul. That's his... So it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone. Way to bring the effort tonight.